Okay, we got Seal here. He's gonna walk us through his Jeep because he's got a very unique XJ and it's very clean and well built in my opinion. I don't know, tell us all about this thing.
Well, let's see, it's an 88 Cherokee. Bought it for 500 bucks when it was all stock. Fun fact, bought it on payments and actually beat out a friend for it. And been building it ever since. I think it's on its 3rd or 4th rendition. It's driven across the country from coast to coast a couple of times. Lived out of it for 28 days during that time. It's got an XO fab cage, a 4.7 stroker, Dana 44 front out of a Jeep JK with factory locker, chromo shafts, reed knuckles, and then TNT long arms. And then the rear is a homebrew suspension. It is a double triangulated 4-link using Johnny joints on both ends of the links. Homemade cross member with about 72% anti-squat, so it's a little squishy. And then it is on coilovers with 17 inches of travel, but the coilovers don't go into the body. If you want to come around here, I'll show you what I mean.
Yeah, this is really cool. Because this is what makes this Jeep extra unique. And he's also got a high pinion 9-inch in the rear. Just try to get what I can under here. What belly pad is this?
Homemade.
Oh, it is homemade. It looks really clean. Wow.
Thank you.
I like it. Okay. I think that's probably gonna...
And then...
Okay, cool.
So that's the crux of the suspension. I also cut the rockers out, did the 2x6 mod, bent them some tube for some rub rails. This is also tied fully into the roll cage, which is also tied into the frame. And then put the Aries Fab quarter armor on, and it's been put to some use, which is good. And then the AJ's rear bumper. The Jeep is currently sitting at about 300,000 miles on the body.
Definitely like the hugging the body lines. Tire spindle.
Yep. And it's a fully functional street vehicle as well. It has PRP seats, daily driver with harnesses, but it has dual seat belts. So for street driving, I can use the regular seat belts. So you're not strapping in every time.
That's cool.
And then it has fully functional air conditioning, heat, power steering, power brakes, lockers.
Ooh, nice. Look at that. B-pillar dropping through, hugging around really good. That looks so clean. Awesome. 37-inch treps.
KMC bead locks, which have, you know, if you can see, I scratched them yesterday. I was a little sad. No, I'm just kidding.
Some Kings up front too. It looks like those metal cloak coils.
Correct. Yeah, they're their 4.5-inch metal cloaks. Brand new steering box, brand new power steering pump, no hydro assist, and it's 1-finger steering.
What box? Stock box?
Stock box. It's a Lars replacement, brand new, not a rebuild. And I found that to be the most potent steering system before you go to a hydro. The steering is all 1 3/4 Dom, quarter wall. I use tie rod ends on the bottom, and then Heims the rest of the way.
Nice.
It has a steering box brace from BoostWorks Engineering out of Fort Collins, Colorado. And yeah, that's basically my Jeep in a nutshell. I basically built every single thing on it. I've learned a lot along the way. Doesn't mean that that I'm a professional by any means, but you know, we all got to start somewhere. And every time I take it apart, it comes back out looking better than it did before.
Is there anything else you want to do to it, I guess?
Instead of building a stroker, I would have put an LS in it. It's about the same money for about the same power. Except for you're stressing out the motor in the 6-liter or the 4-liter versus a stock engine in the LS. The only thing that I don't like about the LS is that, you know, spare parts and stuff like that are hard to come by. As far as like when you're on the trail with a group of people.
Group of Cherokees.
Yep.
And then everyone's got a 4.0, so you got a
Yep.
6.0.
Yeah. So that's one thing I would do different. Another thing I might do different would be to like move the exhaust or have it neck down a little bit, because the bell crank gets a little tight to it.
Rear cantilever.
Yep. But other than that, there's not a whole lot I would change. The whole cantilever is a subframe. It's all bolt-on, uses factory mounting points. So if this chassis gets destroyed, I can just unbolt it, move it to another one, and bolt it right in.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I don't think there's anything much else I would change about it. I'm pretty happy with it. It doesn't look the best, but
It looks great.
It runs good, and
really clean compared to a lot of the XJs here. And there's some clean ones here, but there's also some beat up ones.
yeah, I try to emulate Eric's XJ. Every time I take it apart, I try to do it better and make it be the best it can, rather than just kind of hot gluing some shit together and making it work, you know.
What are your top 3 favorite mods?
The cantilever, the roll cage, and the air conditioning. Of course, the air conditioning is not much of a mod.
It's thinking an XJ, especially an old XJ.
Yeah, it is an R12 to 134 retrofit.
Nice.
So it is running modern refrigerant, so the environmentalists don't need to freak out about me killing penguins in Antarctica. But yeah, that's about it for the Jeep and my favorite things about it.
Awesome. And you guys are hitting Knuckle Buster right now, and I'm not going, so I'm sad, but you'll have fun out there today.
Thanks. You too.
Off your shirt and
Need me to get your back, John?
Slow mo.
just a couple